Chinese blockbusters took command of China's box office last week, accounting for the 4 top films. And even though the country's film authorities typically reserve the latter half of December for domestic Pixar's Coco hung on to a spot in the top 5. The period epic, Youth, dominated the Chinese box office for a second week, ing up $77 million and bringing its 2-week total to $125.3 million, according to the film consulting firm Artisan Gateway. The film was directed by Feng Xiaogang, who is sometimes called the Chinese Spielberg for his command of epic cinematic spectacles, and adapted from Zhe Yan's novel of the same name. Its story features a group of idealistic young women as they experience love, lust, betrayal and suffering while working in a military performing arts troupe during the Cultural Revolution, a period of intense upheaval from 1966 to 1976 under Mao Zedong, and the Sino-Vietnamese War of 1979. It aims to illustrate the sophistication of young lives struggling during an era wrecked by loss and confusion. China's Communist Party sees both historical events as highly sensitive, making the film's release, and relative lack of censorship, a somewhat unlikely triumph. Youth was originally slated to premiere nearly 2 months ago, but censors delayed its release in the run-up to the Communist Party's 19th Congress, a high-level political conclave that was held in October. The film received mixed reviews. Based on more than 180,000 audience ratings on Chinese film website Douban.com, Youth received 7.9 stars out of 10. Some viewers expressed disappointment. One blamed Feng for focusing too much on showing the brutality of the war, ranked No. 2 at the box office was the Sino-Japanese co-produced fantasy mystery film, Legend of the Demon Cat, which opened with $36.8 million in receipts. Directed by Chen Cage, another blockbuster director, the film is about a hellish feline that wreaks havoc in Chang'an, the capital of the ancient Tang dynasty. The film has benefited from a collaboration with the Chinese e-commerce giant JD.com, which allowed it an elaborate marketing campaign in several Chinese cities. Hey Pictures action comedy, Bleeding Steel, starring Jackie Chan, opened in 3rd place with $30 million in its first 3 days in theaters. Its opening fell short of September's The Foreigner, which also stars Chen. Another Chinese suspense crime film, The Liquidator, also debuted Friday, opening with $22 million. Starring Deng Xiao and Cecilia Liu, the film centers on a criminal psychologist and a forensic fingerprint expert working to solve a crime. Coco rounded out the top 5, adding $11.4 million in ticket sales. That brings its 5-week total to $166.6 million. It is Pixar's highest-grossing film ever in China. Caption Zhang is a special correspondent.